The movie opens up in 2072 Moscow, where a TV show called Mafia is starting its 57th season. The Game Master explains the rules. There are 11 players, 9 are regular people, and 2 are secretly Mafia members. No one knows who is who. The civilians aim to find and remove the Mafia, while the Mafia acts like regular people and tries to kick out the real civilians. Each day, the group votes on who to kick out, and that person is killed by facing their worst fears. Every night, the Game Master's drones choose another victim. The grand prize is 1 billion rubles. If a civilian and a Mafia member are the last one standing, the Mafia wins automatically. The players sit in a high-tech room where drones tattoo a code on their wrists to show their roles, but only the computer knows who's who. Meanwhile, the Game Master introduces some of the players. The first person is Luca, who is 85 years old but looks younger due to modern medicine. He's a billionaire who made his money through gambling and joined the game for the thrill. His grandchildren are waiting for him to die, but he's made it, so they get nothing if he dies in the game. Next is Eli, a 38-year-old engineer with cancer who joined to win money for his family despite his wife's objections. Butcher and Ivan are prisoners brought from jail. Ivan claims his trial was fake. The show also has a deal with the government, allowing any prisoner to join, with freedom as the prize. The players claim to be civilians when asked about their roles. They vote on who to kill first, with their families watching on TV. Constantine doesn't vote, but Marie votes for Kieran with Peter's support. Butcher realizes he's seen Marie and Peter together on TV. It's revealed Marie is a famous ballerina, and Peter is her fan. Marie's car accident on a rainy day left her leg so badly injured that she could no longer dance. Ever since then, she has been terrified of rain and thunder. She could get artificial legs with a costly operation, but she can't afford it. That's why she joined the game. Peter is also in the game to help her. He has given her money by selling his own belongings, but this only makes Marie sad because he has been stalking her for a long time and won't let her go. The other players don't like her attitude or the fact that she has a partner, so they vote for her right away. Peter tries to save her by claiming he is the Mafia, but it's too late. Marie is the first victim, and she is a civilian. Her chair moves toward a big black sphere on the ceiling. Peter attempts to follow her, but his chair holds him back. Inside the strange sphere, Marie passes out and sees her worst nightmares. She is in a forest on a stormy night, and when the lightning strikes, she runs away. The lightning chases her, hitting the trees around her to make her go towards the edge. Scared of the storm, Marie has no choice but to jump, but the lightning catches her in the air and kills her. Her real body vanishes into the sphere. Shortly after, the Game Master says that the first night is here, and the drones pick the next victim, who is Butcher. He curses everyone as the chair takes him into the sphere, and a flashback shows his mental test before the game. The psychologist tried to ask Butcher many things, but he was not cooperative. He said he had no fears, but he did not want to die stupidly with other idiotic people. In the orb, Butcher is in a scary arena with 2 gladiators and a violent crowd. The gladiators have weapons and beat Butcher mercilessly. He can't do much to stop them. After some time, Butcher throws some dirt at their eyes and takes a bottle from the floor. He uses it to fight back. He kills one gladiator with a few blows, but the other one pushes him off. Butcher does not give up and keeps using objects from the floor. He breaks his enemy's bones and kills him, but he comes back again and again. After Butcher kills him several times, the gladiator does not respawn anymore, and the people in the real prison cheer for Butcher. Butcher thinks he is free, but he falls on some metal rods that kill him instantly. Peter, who is still mad about Marie, says Butcher got what he deserved. Then the Game Master says it is time for the next vote and gives them 8 minutes. Constantine says he knows who the Mafia are and introduces himself. He has had psychic powers since he was a kid. He could foresee his bad marks and his cheating girlfriends. People called him the Black Messenger, and he was on TV shows about the paranormal. He also helped in national emergencies. His biggest fear is to die old. Constantine says Peter is a Mafia member, and Peter asks why he did not save Marie if he knew she was a civilian. Constantine says he wants the money for himself and not to share it with other civilians, but this makes Peter think Constantine is a Mafia member and vote for him. Eli and Laura vote for Constantine too, but the rest vote for Peter. It turns out that Constantine lied and Peter was a civilian. A flashback shows Peter's fear of water from his childhood. In the orb, Peter is on a boat in the ocean. He rows to an island, but the boat gets into a hole and his blood attracts sharks. Peter stabs a shark and swims to the island, but it vanishes and the sharks kill him. He dies smiling, thinking of Marie. The players get another vote before night and 6 minutes. Walter introduces himself as a PTSD military officer who feels guilty for a war mistake that killed many recruits. He calls Ivan a child killer, and Ivan introduces himself as a student who was framed for a car crash that killed his friends. He says he knows Laura, but she denies it and says Walter is the Mafia. Walter argues with her and votes for her. Laura votes for Walter, and so do Luca, Ivan, and Eli. Walter rants, and Constantine votes for him too. Kieran and Kate can't change the outcome, so Walter is the next victim. He is also a civilian, and the Mafia is still there. In the orb, Walter relives his war mistake and sees his men die horribly. He fights back, but accepts his death when the enemy shoots him. Then the drones pick up Laura, who is introduced too late. She was a happy family woman, but she became an alcoholic and lost her son and husband. She did not have the courage to kill herself, and she feared heights. Laura stayed home for 8 years, until she was on the road one night. She saved Ivan and his friend from the crash, but the driver's parents made her lie in court. Ivan is stunned, but forgives her because he is innocent now. The game says Laura is a civilian, and she wishes Ivan luck before the chair takes her. In the orb, Laura is on a plane that flies into a dark cloud. The cloud damages the plane, and it falls apart. A flight attendant tries to help Laura, but the cloud snatches her. The plane breaks more and more, and Laura dies falling. The players have 4 minutes to vote next. Constantine says Ivan is a Mafia member, which starts a fight that makes Eli think Kieran and Kate are together. Kieran says Constantine is the Mafia, but Ivan says Eli is. The group splits: Constantine, Luca, and Eli for Ivan, Kate and Kieran for Constantine, and Ivan for Eli. The rules need a clear majority, so they vote again with only 3 names. Luca switches to Constantine, and the others don't change, so Constantine shocks everyone by voting for himself. He is the first to do that, and he is the Mafia. In the orb, Constantine is on the stairs, where a man calls him Grandpa. Constantine gets mad, but he coughs and sees mirrors that show he is getting old fast. He struggles to go down, but he laughs at the end and says he tricked them. He likes dying old. Then the drones pick up Ivan, who is a civilian too. Kate cries, but Ivan is okay because he is cleared. He tells his mom he loves her and that he is sorry for being a bad son before the orb takes him. In the orb, Ivan is in jail, and the guards take him to be shot. Ivan thinks he is on the beach with his mom. The guards shoot, and Ivan dies fast. There are 4 left in the game, 1 Mafia, and 2 minutes to vote. The group fights over who to vote for, and Eli says Kieran and Kate are a couple. Kieran introduces himself as a young debater who joined the game on a dare. He met Kate the day before the game, and she told him her fears: height, desert, and snakes. Kate was an orphan and thinks no one will save her. They did not know they would see each other again in the game. The players argue more and run out of time, so the computer picks. Kate is the next victim, and she is a civilian. The chair takes her fast, and Kieran jumps on it too to go with her, which is new. In the orb, they are in a stormy place, on a glass floor. The glass cracks if they move, so Kieran goes to Kate, and they run as the glass breaks behind them. The floor collapses, and they fall, landing on a black desert. They see a glowing shape, like a triangle, up on a tall hill. They remember Constantine talking about it before, so they decide to go check it out. But as they walk, the rocks around them change into big snakes that start chasing them. They run away as fast as they can until they see a giant, scary monster. This monster shows what Kieran is most afraid of, which is losing Kate. Kieran tells Kate to hide while he throws rocks at the monster and tries to avoid getting hit. When they get close to the hill, the glowing triangle makes the monster disappear. Kieran sees another triangle on the monster's neck, so he grabs it and uses it to shine light back at the monster, making it vanish. Then they find a big rock that looks like a face with one eye missing a triangle. They put the triangle they got from the monster onto the rock's eye, and it shows them where to go next: a house. When they go inside, Kate is surprised to see that it's the orphanage where she grew up, and she remembers being given away by her mom. She's scared to know why her parents left her. Kieran tells her not to worry because her past doesn't define her. Suddenly, everything changes, and they meet someone called the Game Master, who says they're still playing a game. The Game Master lets them go, saying people watching are tired of seeing death and want to see love instead. They leave the game and are safe. Later, one person wins money, another gives everything away, and Kieran and Kate thank Constantine. And with that, the movie ends. We hope you enjoyed our video. Watch the next recaps on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing recaps. See you in the next one.